when someone is committing harm as a result of past trauma, at what point do they have to take ownership of it?
Immediately. Hi, I'm Dr. Josh, marriage and family therapist, and let's talk about this idea of taking ownership. See, many of us are struggling in our day-to-day lives, and our responses to others are often a reflexive response to those internal struggles. Sometimes, especially with things like deep-seated trauma or intergenerational traumas, the responses can be so ingrained that it's difficult for us to respond in a different way. But that doesn't mean that we don't have to take immediate ownership of that reality. See, I often find that what happens in the conversation around ownership is sort of conflating the idea of responsibility and the idea of blame. When we're responding to those past traumas, those reflexive reactions to the things going on around us, we might not be at fault. We might not say that we are blamed for the response. However, we need to immediately take responsibility for it. If I know that, for example, every time the doctor hits my knee with that little reflex hammer, my leg is going to swing forward, I immediately need to take ownership of that reality and not intentionally put a small child, for example, in front of that leg right before it gets hit. And so those of us who are struggling with those deep-seated traumas need to own how we respond, understand what is likely to occur, and then to manage that as best as we can around others. Because so often the deepest harm is not caused by the initial reaction, but by the underlying disregard for other people's well-being in the process.